Okay. A bit about AirAsia. I think not many people flew AirAsia before. Okay. AirAsia actually is voted 14 times as the best, world best low-cost airline. Okay. It's the third largest airline in Asia Pacific. Just for us, we have exchange point, the loyalty point. So like for example, Petronas or other, we have an exchange point between us. Okay. Okay, a bit on the tech side. How many team we have as an engineering team? We have about today, we have 200 over people as an engineer, 20 over teams. We have 130 MR per day. We mostly run on Kubernetes, so we have 150 cluster. 80% of resources is South Asia region. We have, okay, CPU type is vary. We're using 4K up to 20K CPU, vCPU. Why is so much different? You ever buy AirAsia ticket, you know we have sales. We sometimes have free seat sales, like 8 million free seat sales. That's the time when I say announce the time for open like 10 a.m., where all the people will come in, they try to grab the free seat. So that's why the resource usage very much vary from time to time. So the season spike is real crazy. So memory also very huge. The highest RPS recorded for one of the services is 16K. So not too bad. These are some of the tests that we use. You'll see on the left is all the programming languages. So if you see on the right, we use most of our things on GCP. Why? Because we have a tie-up with strategy. Firebase and MongoDB mostly, some cloud seeker. Interestingly, is like you say, why you use Firebase and MongoDB? So our way to do it is like Firebase is more from the mobile side, and MongoDB actually use a lot for our services. Okay? We only have App Engine, Kubernetes, and Cloud Run and Cloud Functions. I see 70–80% on container images, so we use Container Engine. We have some App Engine, we try to move to Cloud Run. App Engine itself is nice, it's good when we started it, but we're moving away because it's actually very expensive. Right? So if you doesn't know on Cloud Engine, right, the App Engine itself, default configurations, right, if you more than 10 concurrent connections, you start scaling up. So you tune it, we tuned at about 200, I think, that's the max we can do, but still very expensive for us, the instances. So we put to standard Kubernetes, actually a lot cheaper. Okay, the transition for us. You look at it, we as a corporate, we are enterprise. Suddenly we move to more like a startup, right? There are shifts in our culture, everything that we need adjustment. So you look at the team structure on the right, we started ourselves more like infrastructure team, traditionally, right, all the corporations. Then how we going to move over, become more startup-like, right? So first we go through, okay, we become a DevOps 2 teams platform. Okay, we've transformed ourselves, came out the CI/CD pipeline, all kind of things for the dev team to start using it. We operate more in the DevOps manner. But then we have a very good partnership with Google. SRE concept start coming in. We have talked to it. So then we started SRE team. So SRE team actually formally is DevOps, right? So what happened is, now we are doing a bit more, right? A bit more on the operation side as well. So we're taking care of almost everything from there. But there also come out the problem because we cannot able to support 200 over engineer, only have 12 people in the team, right? So we slowly move back to application specific, where other tasks we try to push back to the dev team. I wouldn't say it's the same. The 20 over teams, everyone is different, right? Because some team is more mature, the skill set is different. So also, for example, flight team have a longer history. It's the most mature team. Right team is a new, maybe less. So there's a different journey for different teams, right? We don't have one size fit all kind of strategy. So we do it in the way what is best for the team and for the line of business. Okay. Question and challenge we have is when we started is what type of compute we want to use. We started with App Engine, like I say, it's not something that's suitable for us. So then we go to Kubernetes, which I think is the right decisions today, right? Then are we going to single region, multi-region? Most of the time you say, okay, let's go multiple regions. But given for us, we started in COVID time, cash, money is a problem, right? You can't spend all the money everywhere. You're not going to be cheap spending on cloud. We all know about that. So we start with the single regions, right? Mostly in Singapore. But when we start recovering, some of the services we go to multi-region, not all, right? Only the core services. The other thing is like you are from corporations, enterprise-like, you're moving to like startup kind of way to do things, right? How we got to keep up with the business change? For example, it's like, just like I say that I take care of e-commerce, I take care of food delivery. If we know today we no longer have food delivery apps, we take it out because like we think that we can't be number one, we can't be number two, we can never beat Grab or Foodpanda, so let's forget about it. So we close it. So you see the business line come and go. We used to have like medical travel, all kind of different line of business. We build the application, it come out, it shut down because it doesn't work for us. So how to keep up with the business, right? Another challenge. The other thing is how to keep up with the growth. There's another problem we have all the time, right? For example, when we started right, we got about, let's say 7,000 orders per day. So we start our pod, it's fine, our minimum request, memory and CPU look good. Horizontal scaling, no problem. But when your data growth, your memory is not enough. But it's so fast that you don't realize that happened. Within 1 month, you don't monitor it closely. One of the days, you just go out of memory. Your pod all start restarting, you don't know why, right? But maybe that day you have a big campaign or whatever reason, that start happening to you. So then we have to do regularly reviewing our configuration actually. That's what never been done. Yes, it's a learning process for us. So you think about it, AirAsia Super App is only about 3 years. From none to 3 years, right? You are in a running game. So you never do a lot of foundationally right, then you go back to correct it. And one of the things like how they be ready to scale 10x, right? Instantly. This is because of we have the sales event, but we realize we cannot instantly, so we always have to pre-run all the services. And the last one, security, actually probably most important one. Some of you might hear the news or you in the X or Twitter, they say our source code will leak out 2.2 GB of source code and data. Anyone know about it? Okay, good, no one know. It's all over internet, so anyway. Okay, so lifecycle visions, right? Like I say, we change from corporations, go more startup-like. Actually now they're more stable after 3 years, they're more on the scale-up-like kind of environment, right? So how are we going to support the business from concept all the way to the market? So the friction is always between the commercial, the business, development, and operations, okay? So when Agile, we solve this problem. So business and development, Agile help come in and solve it. Then DevOps bring operation and development together, right? You solve this problem. But we got one problem that we never address. That is like operation and business, there are no connections. So business wants certain thing, we SI also take care of the server, right? We don't know what they want. We just say, okay, 99.9 uptime or 95 doesn't matter uptime, but is the uptime really matter for the business? It doesn't, right? It's the services itself, right? Are the customer able to book the flight every time they want it, right? So the concept coming into this is like the OKR, SRO, SRE, all work together, connect all three different vertical or segment, how you say about it. And this is one of the lines that I really like it very much, right? When we start talking about we are SRE, so it's come from Google. They say the engagement structure, SRE is a partnering team, right? Partnering team for engineering, partner engineering team for the dev, and not the operation team. Okay, so may make sense to you, might not. This is before my last slide, right? One of the things as ourselves also as a SRE DevOps, I do a bit more on the platform side. We create tools. What our team created is a load testing as a service. It's an internal tool. You don't man for you external. You don't have a very polished interface or way to work to outside, but it works, right? So what you do basically, you check in your config file and JMS file. The config file will tell me how many pod you want, how many concurrent connection you want to run it. So when you check it in, the pipeline itself, we take it and run it by the image where you want to pull the image. So there are two set of pods running, right? One is the parameter, the other one is the application. Then you run it to application and generate a report. The report will store in the cloud storage, and the database will capture all the statistics, so you can see the performance. And this can compare to previous versions. So one thing we use internally. I don't have a demo, but next time one of my team members is here, he can show you about it. Okay. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.